Why she's with him, we'll never know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show. Welcome to the Married Couple Podcast. Woo! How was your day?
Good job! I'm Batman.
Down by the river. New idea.
How was your fucking day? How was your fucking day? How was your fucking day?
The Married Couple Podcast. That's the way they do it. They ask a question every week, Wednesday. It ain't working, but that's the way they do it. You'll sometimes even hear from Santa or May. Now, it ain't working, but that's the way they do it. Let me tell you, this couple is fun. Well, maybe get a visit from IamDave's sister. Or SamIAm's mama with no thumbs. Sometimes they literally talk about nothing. And Dave will say some shit he shouldn't say. Hey, so get a beer from the refrigerator. And join us now on How Was Your Day? Anthony's Corner. Red Rose Podcast. Midnight Meal. Sometimes I literally talk about nothing, and Dave will say some shit he shouldn't say. So get a beer from the refrigerator and join us now on How Was Your Day? Rock says faggot and gets banned by Facebook. Yeah, buddy, that's the way he
Take us out there.
vibes. That wouldn't happen if he listened on YouTube. While he's at it, he should like and subscribe.
Oh,
Hey, she's up
jeez.
there. Red Rose Anthony's corner. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. No, that ain't racist. My
We're
fault.
doing the whole thing,
Oh,
huh?
shit.
Well, okay.
Did the whole thing, whatever. Hey guys, welcome to How Was Your Day? I had to let it go a little bit longer because Vinny's here, and
Okay, hold
I had to
on.
put the-
Don't want to say my name.
Oh
Can you read?
no, I can't read.
It's me from Australia. Don't want to say my name, but you know who. Hello.
Anyway,
Hey, purple top hat.
Purple top hat. What's going on? All right. I mean, it's a good thing only 3 people are here so
Jesus
far.
fuck.
So.
Oh, more than that, but that's okay. Sorry, kiddo.
I thought Rocksteady might be listening.
Yeah.
And of course, that is one of Rocksteady's alter egos.
Yeah.
His voices, many voices that he does. Of course, there's
Absolutely.
the real Lisa and the fake Lisa.
Yeah.
He does both of those. Anyway, guys, welcome to How Was Your Day? I'm an idiot. I am Dave. Of course, my beautiful, lovely wife.
SamIAm.
We are the Married Couple Podcast, bringing you another exciting episode of How Was Your Day on a Wednesday evening here in the United States. And is this still going? I think it is.
Yeah.
It is still going. Man, that's a long song we put in. I forgot we made it that long for the opening. Anyway, guys, stop on in. If your day was great, we're gonna make it better. If your day was shit, we'll be your pooper scoopers. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry if I said yes word. No, I'm really not. It's going to happen sometimes. So anyway, stop in and tell us about your day. We're going to tell you about our day. Sam's got some news stories. Later, we're going to play Who's Coming With Me. I don't have a top 10, but I did make up a game for you, sweetheart.
Oh.
Later, it's called Kazoo Song Quiz. I'm going to play some kazoo songs. I'm not.
Oh,
I've
you
downloaded
found
them, and you're going to guess what songs they are. So
that'll
that's
be
going to be fun.
fun.
Yeah, and
Maybe I should just stick to alcohol tonight.
And in fact, here's one I downloaded since I can tell Rocksteady's here. Here's one I downloaded just for him. Maybe you can guess what song this is.
Careless.
You can see how much fun Kazoo Song Quiz is going to be later.
Look who's checking in. Nick's saying, you know what your problem is? Nobody told me you were doing a show tonight.
You know what your problem is?
We do one almost every week.
Every Wednesday at the exact same time.
Every week Wednesday.
I did not advertise it tonight, though.
No.
I tried to confuse people
Also,
and see if people would still show up, and here they are, some of them.
Purple Top Hat says he's at the hospital. I hope.
What's Purple Top Hat doing in the hospital?
I don't know.
Hopefully just checking it out, and I don't know, maybe he's
doing some work.
Maybe he's handing flowers to the kids and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
He's just as a clown, walking around from room to room, trying to scare people and make them happy at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, guys, welcome to How Was Your Day? We've got an exciting show.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sam's got news stories, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
We want to hear about your day and stuff. You can leave a message on our Instagram, up to a minute-long message. At the Married Couple Podcast on Instagram, underscores in between each word, or you can type them in here like everybody's doing so far.
Yeah, it's great so far. I love it. Oh, Kat's checking in.
Nice. Kat's, I don't even have her thing ready.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Cat class and I got cat style.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see Rob's checking in too. Hold on. It's not really Rob's thing, and he's not even there. I was just joking.
No,
Rob, how was your day?
We'll have to figure that out in a little bit.
We will.
Purple Top Hat. Thank you.
We will. Don't know what he asked.
He says, I mean, Rocksteady is at the hospital.
Gotcha.
Hospital.
Okay, so dressed as a clown, passing candy out and scaring the kids.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's exactly what it is. All right, sweetheart.
Yes, my love.
I need to take a drink. So, how was your day?
Day's been fine. I don't know. We go back a week.
We
did
like it or not.
last week. I wasn't feeling the greatest.
You look and feel much better. It looks like
I do.
Sounds great.
Still feeling a little just because I feel like everything's just working its way out. My ears are plugged. My nose is stuffy. I keep hacking crap out. I mean, you know, all the things that happens when you get sick and you start to get better. We ended up going foaling on Friday evening. And
Foaling?
yes.
What is foaling?
Foaling is football bowling.
It is. And
honestly, it was better than I thought.
It's just as stupid as it sounds.
So you throw a regular football at bowling pins and you try to knock them down.
About a bowling alley
You
away.
think it would be easy.
One would think it is more difficult than.
To be honest, I thought I'd kill at it.
You throw a good football.
I do throw
You
a good football.
Don't aim worth a shit.
Sometimes.
Just kidding.
Sometimes. I actually do aim fine, but then if I'm looking at, here's what happens.
Okay.
I'll be looking
what
at what had happened was I was looking at the pins, but then there's two people standing behind.
Oh.
And typically when you throw a football, you throw it
Throw it
at
to
a
a person?
person. So then I look at the person behind and end up throwing it to them. And then, you know, I knocked down somebody's beer very first fucking throw. That was great.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We paid for the beer though, so that was good.
We did. But yeah, it was fun. But I don't know. Dave and this other guy that was there after us girls were like, this is kind of dumb.
Who's the other guy?
His name's Anthony.
Okay. Well, okay.
I just didn't want to.
Your government name somebody. Name drop
yeah.
somebody. You just said his first name, so it's not that big a deal.
Correct.
You said this other guy, and I had to ask because I forgot his damn name. So,
at any rate, when we took a break, they decided to go full on Madden and try to fucking knock every pin down, and they did really well.
Yeah, we're better when it's just.
I
the
know.
two of us.
I think you guys are holding back, honestly, because you had. Well, why?
We weren't. It's just easier when you can throw a football and then he throws it back, then you throw it, and it's just
right. You don't have
the
that
quicker you go.
That downtime. I get. So
it's kind of like regular ass bowling.
Tiffy said so. It's kind of like mugby, soccer, rugby. That sounds like more like Australian football to me.
Yeah. I'm not Australian football. Footy, honey.
Footy, I'm sorry.
Footy. We have watched some footy since we got back home from Australia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part of your day.
I actually don't like this. I don't mind the sport at all.
I think it's pretty cool too. I don't hate it.
And I got to root for the Eagles because Papa Rock roots for the Eagles and Rock roots for the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
I mean, there's a Western Australia team, so we should probably root for them.
Yeah. Unless one of the other teams is better, then who knows. Anyway, go on.
So then we had real bowling. I bowled fairly well this past week. It's our last official bowling week, but we do have Friday night doing money and all the things. So unfortunately, this upcoming Friday night, I won't be able to be on Roses or Red because we're doing that. But this past Friday, I thought foaling was going to take a little longer. Plus, I didn't feel well. I didn't feel really well, and they popped on, and I thought, well, I can sit and I can chat.
I'm here.
I'm here.
And so 10 minutes
into
Roses Are Red, you surprised them and finished the show with them.
I kind of shocked them. It was fun, though. It was a really fun show. We kind of got off the rails and went through like, you know.
That's my fault. I left some messages.
Well, we went through like strip club Yelp reviews. Again, it was hilarious.
My fault.
I think it needs to be a thing on one of our shows.
I think do strip club Yelp reviews. That would fit right into this show.
It would.
Once we get tired of doing Who's Coming With Me, we'll start doing stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
I don't know. We ended up going out to the camper for a little bit Saturday night after we went bowling just to say hi. We will be officially back there this weekend. I'm really excited about that. We went out to the camper Monday and finished getting all the remnants of our, wintertime squatters.
we cleaned out all the mice stuff.
Yeah, wintertime squatters.
Mice in there.
Yes.
And clean
because I hate Mises to pieces. Yes, I ended up ordering a new cover for the couch, which I'm pretty excited for, and for the what I mean is different colored for the couch and for the table and stuff.
That'll make it fun.
I'm excited. It'll be a little bit different. It's kind of making it ours. We've got, I don't know. We're making it ours this year, which I'm excited for.
We are, and hopefully we have a golf cart.
We will.
I know we will. He's not answering me yet, so
it's okay.
Brad, somebody yell at Brad and tell him answer Dave. Where's his golf cart? It'll be there, I'm sure.
Yes.
If not, I'll
Borrow his. Whatever. Anyway, sorry.
So we did Easter on Sunday. We went over to my mom and dad's.
Everyone did Easter on Sunday, honey.
What I mean is, we actually participated in having a meal with my family.
Okay, that part.
You know,
I participated in a meal. You're right.
You're
I am
right.
thoughts. However, this past week, the People's Pope passed away. This past week, I think of pneumonia. I don't know what he passed of, but
it was a stroke, I believe.
That could be. It doesn't begin with a P though, so it doesn't fit into what I was doing. But it prompted prayers, praise, and profound public pondering.
Oh,
and then today there was a poignant public procession, past parishioners and political personalities. Seriously, you can't argue though that the papal presence permanently imprinted on the planet's psyche. I know you don't say psyche that way, but it's spelled with a P. Never mind. Continue your day. I'm just. I was bored earlier. Started writing shit down.
Yeah, I mean it works.
Anyway, the Pope died.
You gotta love some good alliteration.
The Pope died, and I'm thoughts, and so it didn't really affect me whatsoever. So,
well, I'm not Catholic; it doesn't affect me either.
Gotcha.
He was a progressive Pope, though. I mean,
I see what you did there. Huh? I see where you're
very
going.
progressive. So. I don't even know. So it was fun because I took over each of the girls in their Easter baskets. Yes, I said my girls got Easter baskets, even though they are 20 and 25 years old.
They'd be pissed.
Hey, Mela. But 20 and 25 years old, they said that until they have children, I am required. I think that's bullshit. I think once one of them turns 30, we're done.
Which one? The first
the
one?
First
to turn
one,
30?
absolutely. At that point, they will be.
Doesn't that rip off the youngest one because she'll miss out on like 5-6 years of whatever.
Whatever.
Okay.
I really don't think I should be doing it now.
Well, whatever. I'm me either.
But you also, I was only going to give them what we brought back from Australia. So we had Tim Tams, which we also took over.
Those were a hit, by the way.
They were.
Everyone
Give me a minute.
Australia.
I was getting there.
Okay, go on.
Which they got. I got them some a Vegemite keychain and I don't know, and some candies that I had bought for myself, but distributed them between the two kids. But Dave goes, we should probably get them something a little bit more. And I'm like, fine. It's okay. So he's also, I'm thoughts, but they shouldn't get it because they're adults. But he's the sweetest and goes, we should probably get them some more. So girls, you should thank Dave.
You're not wrong.
He was very sweet. But so the Tim Tams were a hit. I took over the Tim Tams. I also took over that port that we had bought and for my parents to try. And they were like, with the port. But the Tim Tams, everybody fucking loved. They loved them. We even got my ex-husband to try them. And he was worried about drinking the coffee a little bit. Told him he'd be fine. It's just a sip. But they were delicious. Everybody loved them.
And those, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a cookie, and it's a crispy cookie.
Our Australian audience knows what they are,
right? But for here, they don't.
Yes, that's true.
And you bite off both corners, like opposite corners, and then you suck the coffee through it like a straw, and then it turns it into a mushy,
yummy,
chocolatey thing.
It's delicious.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them here on the regular, to be honest. Honestly, I probably shouldn't. I don't need all that extra sweet. I'm trying to lose weight. I probably shouldn't have them readily available because they are fucking delicious.
They're pretty good.
So really, I mean, that's been it. I haven't slept very well since we've gotten back. I think I'm still on Australia time. I mean, Sunday night, I woke up. I was up till 3 a.m. And the last 2 nights, I've made myself lay in bed just like this and tried to sleep. And
just like that?
Yeah.
I was snoring. I had no idea.
Know. This
is how I laid in bed. Anyway.
I think I talked in my sleep a little bit last night. I remember you going, huh? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm sleeping. I must have been dreaming something. I don't remember what it was though. I don't know. At any rate, that's how my day was. How was your day, my love?
It was all right. Here's what I learned today. Don't go back to work with your fuel tank only having 4 miles of fuel left, because my car tells me how much you got 4 miles that you can drive before you're out of fuel. And
your car is very nice where it goes all the way down to the mile.
Oh, it does.
Most cars just say low fuel and then you're kind of guessing.
It tells me that I had 4, and so I came home for lunch and I'm like, 4 miles. I only work a mile and a half away, not even a little over a mile.
Right.
And so I'll easily make it there and back and stop at the gas station, get some fuel, get some more to drink, grab a couple of packs of smokes because they're not $180 here. So that'll be easy. Well, at the end of work, the power goes out and comes back on, but it didn't come back on for the street lights. And we already have construction and we already have all sorts of, so anyway, needless to say, there were about 1,000 cars between here and my work. And I thought I was going to run out of gas because I could only go about that far at a time. So I got to the gas station. I'm like, perfect. I made it. And it said 1 mile. You got 1 mile left. And the gas station was closed because the power was out. So I couldn't get fuel. So there was a gas station across the street, but had I gone across the street and they would have also been closed, I would have had to leave the car there and walk home. So I instead drove home. The fuel tank, the little gauge now says 0 miles. So we'll see how that works out tomorrow.
I've tested that before.
Tomorrow we'll see what 0 miles really means as far as whether I have fuel. Anyway, that's how my ending part of the day went. And then I don't know. I got here, and you already mentioned kind of the rest of this past week. I am excited to go
Down by the river
this upcoming weekend. I am excited to go back there. We will actually have time to spend there this weekend. So
yes, I'm stoked. I'm really excited. Did that really bum you out?
It didn't affect me whatsoever.
We've mentioned it a few times now. I know. I feel like you're sad.
I'm really quite possibly not. Anyway, I'm not sad at all.
I know.
I mean, people pass.
They
people
do.
Pass. When they get old, they do. So I'm sure his life was amazing.
I wonder if they did the ball peen hammer to make sure he was dead.
Where they do that.
They take that. No, it's a whole thing. Todd and Tyler talked about it for years.
You take a hammer to where?
His head, I believe.
They hit somebody in the noggin with a ball peen hammer to make sure they're not still kicking.
Yeah. Let me look it up.
Do their arms do that? I mean, I get it when you're testing your reflexes and shit, but what's the reflex of somebody knocking your noggin? Nothing?
I don't know.
Anyway, guys, leave us a message if you want. I do have a message, I think. I've got a couple of them, actually, so we'll get to those shortly. I am having, if I don't get them right away, I am having connection issues, kind of like every girl back in college. Yeah, connection issues.
Fact check. The Pope's death was confirmed with traditional means. This was not with a hammer. Claim that when the Pope dies, his death is confirmed with in part by tapping his head with a hammer.
So they did or they didn't?
They used to, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, some people thought modern means are used to determine if the Pope has died, but prior to modern means, he was hit with a hammer.
So they just actually check his blood pressure and see if his heart's beating and shit like that. They don't hit him with a hammer anymore.
Exactly.
Well, being as it's an open casket, a complete open casket, we don't need some big knot on this. I mean, his head already looks goofy, so.
All
right, we've got a couple voice messages. Here is, looks like May and Betty. Let's see if it is.
I know why they didn't advertise this freaking show, because after that long goddamn intro, which he was supposed to cut, he got us canceled. So, ladies and gentlemen,
we're not canceled.
The show's not here. Wait a minute, you should say that. I am too. We have been canceled. YouTube is going to be like enough of this BS.
We played it before.
Let's move on with the real talent, like us.
Like us.
You and me. Oh, I'm not doing a show with you every week. What do you think this shit is?
I have no idea what this shit is, but if this show has been canceled, then it was fun, folks. It was a nice run. Anyway, we'll see if there's a show next week, and if there's no advertisement and you click at 8 o'clock next Wednesday, then I guess there's no show.
But wait a minute, we're cutting Jay short if there's no show.
You're the one who said the show's canceled.
Okay, so it's canceled after this next week. I don't know.
Okay, first off, we don't get canceled because
They
we
don't
didn't
care.
exactly steal that song because I sang the whole fucking thing. We did. Yeah.
Very
so,
badly on my part.
but,
Seriously.
Yeah, they can't cancel what I sang. Anyway, technically they could. It is a
Seriously, we
karaoke
got
thing.
good
Anyway,
stuff to talk about. We can't talk about it because it hasn't happened yet.
I know.
Next week is a better show.
But you said we were canceled for next week.
Yeah, I know. And now the world will never know what happened to us. Like, how many licks
Yeah.
does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
I'm not sure about it.
1, a 2, a 3. Next message, please.
yeah, it's 3. It actually is 3. Yes.
That's how
completely
it should have gone.
It definitely should have. All right, and a message from this guy.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words. You thunder, you can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder because you're just God's farts.
We're idiots. Here's Thunder.
Sam, did you get my news story from Joplin, Missouri, where I lived at most of my life? I thought I shared that with you. I didn't know if you used it as a news story. I just got here. I've been
I haven't
running
done a
like
news
my
story
head's cut
yet.
off all day.
We haven't done a news story yet.
Nope,
So
no news.
one,
stories yet.
we will see if she uses that news story. But thank
Said
you for
that they
sending
used
it
to
in.
use a ball peen hammer to check see if the pulse dead. Would it be easier just to send a little boy past in and see if maybe he pops up and go, "Hello, little boy, come closer." Thunder checking out. Chow, chow, chow. Pow, pow, pow.
He can't even say it.
I don't know.
It's this.
I
He
know.
kind of can. All right, sweetheart.
Yes, we've got a
I
few
don't know. Go ahead
people
and read
checking
some of
in
those and then get
here.
ready for your news story.
Uh,
I think it's gonna be a quick night.
yeah, Purple Top Hat said footy is also called AFL here.
Yes, it is.
And
the
then,
Australian Football League.
well, Tiffy had said, yeah, Burgay AFL or real footy, LOL, AFL versus rugby. And then Nick says, I can sell you a golf cart.
So she's a rugby fan. Then.
Yeah, I'm a huge rugby fan. I agree with her.
So you
if
think,
I had my druthers, I would watch rugby.
So you think that the AFL or Australian Football League is like she said, gay as hell? No.
No, just because I like rugby better doesn't mean that
Okay.
I don't like AFL.
All
However, my sister, I love how you try to put words in my mouth. My sister's checking in. Mr.
Hello.
R is checking in. My sister says she didn't do anything for Easter. She also says they also crush their ring when they die.
No.
And fun fact, back in the day, I don't know if they still do, when they appoint a pope, they make him sit on a chair with a little hole in the bottom so their dick can fall through. Here's why. Because they had a woman become a pope one time and they didn't pretending to be a man, and they have to now make sure that it's a male. I don't know if they still use it, but they used to. It's a thing. Sorry, folks, if there's young ears, whatever. Also, Sarah from the campground says we're
I see
excited to
Sarah.
have you guys back at the campsite.
We
Pete
are
said
excited
hi.
to be.
Hey, guys.
We're excited to go back.
I am so full
We'll
of
be there
those
this
facts,
weekend.
my love.
I
So
am
full.
Very glad that you I think I have heard that before. I didn't know that, like you said, their whole dick fell through. I think they just used it so they could get one of the guys
Do
to
a
go
little
up
tickler.
and tickle and just check. I think that's what it
Well, it
is.
has a hole. I mean, depending on how big it is. I mean, it's either just balls hanging or the whole
It's
thing.
probably balls. It's probably balls. These are old men we're talking about for the most part. So.
Tiffy also said only a few states even play AFL. If it was going to catch on, it would have by now. Just saying.
Man, she's got it's been around for a little bit. But yeah, she's right. Only a few states. Of course,
Victoria has the most.
Yeah, and they, to be fair, only the states that have the AFL, as far as I could see, was pretty much where the population is of Australia. So that would be, if you've got a big city, you're gonna have sports teams. If you have got a bunch of bushmen and brush, there probably isn't a place to put a field. There's a place to put a field out there, but you probably don't get people watching. Anyway,
right.
I don't know. I didn't peruse around the rest of Australia while I was there, so I can't really say that, even though I did. So, okay. Anyway, go on.
Tiffy says the Bible does call the Pope a harlot, so I'm happy for it to be a man.
Also, Nick, I'm hoping, yes, but you do have a golf cart you could sell me, or if I don't have one, you could just borrow it to me for the summer. That'd be fun. Anyway, what else we got? Sweetheart,
I don't know.
Go ahead and get a news story ready. In the meantime, it looks like May and Betty might be talking about next week's episode again. Let's find out, I guess. And yes, Chase is going to be on next week's episode. That's going to be a good episode.
It's going to be a great one.
I've already got him sending me, and I will tell this little bit of the story. I did tell him, and he's aware of the show. He's seen the show. But he's kind of aware of who's coming with me. And it's basically, I'm going to go to hell because I watched this video and I laugh at it. And it's funny. And I said, Jace, being as you're going to be on the show, you need to send me some videos for who's coming with me. And he goes, all right. And the first video he sent me was this cute little cat. I hate cats, by the way. I'm being facetious. This cute little cat doing cute little cat stuff. And
cat videos are kind of fun.
Okay, but it was a cute little cat video.
Right, it wasn't like who's coming to hell with me, right?
So I prefaced Jace, or I actually just let him know that's a cute little cat video, but it's not really falling down the lines of what we want to go with. And so I sent him an example, which was the one of the ones from last week with the short little fat lady who looked like a turkey dancing. And he goes, okay. And then he sent me a video of a basketball player getting kicked in the face. So that was better. So we're going to, I don't know. I can't wait to see next week's who's coming with me. So,
should be fun.
It should be. I might actually change or bleep the song before then, but
you ought to.
I don't know. We'll discuss it. Anyway, one more message, and then Sam's got a news story. Here's somebody.
Dave, go ahead and start playing the song by Billy Joel, "Moving Out." Maybe that'll get you thrown off.
Why do you want to end this? If you don't want to do this anymore, you don't have to show up every week. I mean, I'm entertaining enough.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You know, today's National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. You know, did you realize that? Like thee and thou and such things like that. Like, words are hard enough with, by Sam and thou, I am Dave. You're right. This is hard shit. I ain't doing this. So much for Shakespeare. So much for me.
So much for Shakespeare Day, International Shakespeare Day.
Yes, absolutely.
Words are hard. And they be more difficult there. I did not celebrate Shakespeare Day or talk like but I don't even do talk like a pirate day. I don't like pirates.
I know.
I'm not a big fan of Shakespeare. Earth Day was the other day. I did not plant a tree.
No.
I'm a dick.
I think your neighbor did. I think there's a new one out back.
A new neighbor?
No.
I wish. Anyway. Sorry, he doesn't listen to the show.
No.
Hate that motherfucker. Anyway, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You got a news story?
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
We're gonna do Thunders.
Okay. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah. So actually, from what it seems, maybe the story came out of Joplin, which I'm very familiar with Joplin. I used to live in Branson, but it came out of Grove, Oklahoma. So this woman, this happened back in 2021, but she just was sentenced. So there's new stories about it. So what had happened was one night in September of 2021, this lady named Kelly Lee Crawford was drinking with her 70-year-old neighbor, Richard Strayed, I think. One would think that that is the correct spelling or pronunciation.
Sounds good to me.
You guys wouldn't know. You're not looking at the story. So she was also under the influence of methamphetamine and unreasonably believed that Strayed was attempting to sexually assault her. Sorry, S.A. her for folks who can't handle the words.
No, we can say sexually assault here. Hashtag don't cancel us.
Whatever. I'm not on TikTok. So
hashtag we don't give a shit. So
she admitted to Let's back up. She admitted to repeatedly hitting Strayed in the head with a cookie jar lid and then a plastic hanger, because that's going to do a lot, before strangling him to death. To death. He is dead now.
Oh, he's dead now.
Yeah, so she's been sentenced to 15 years.
Just 15 years? Well,
Yeah.
he was 70.
Yeah, maybe they take extra time or take into account that, or maybe
They just give her the years that he would have been left alive.
Yes.
He's only living until 85 at the most.
And then she'll have also 3 years of supervised release for voluntary manslaughter in Indian County. So, or
That's gonna be
in
a-
Indian country, sorry. She's from the Potawatomi tribe, from what I've gathered. And they have to actually take her from wherever she's being detained now and to the state prison system. But yeah,
Right.
she decided he looked at her funny, and she had to hit him with a cookie jar lid and a plastic hanger.
I don't have a boing sound. I don't have a cookie jar lid sound. I don't. Let's anyway. Yeah.
So I thought it was good. Thank you.
It is.
Honestly, I've been having a hard time finding news stories today. I've even told Dave, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. So
Yeah,
I'm very happy that. Also, Nick says he was 70. Give him some nookie, not the cookie jar lid. He was trying to get in the cookie jar.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But she was all messed up. So
She was messed up.
anyway, does I have a picture of her or anything? I don't want to see it. Never mind. Does she look like?
She looks like she's messed
Does
up.
she look like she would be the lead person on this story?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Very
You guys want
much
to?
so.
You guys want to see that picture? Go look it up. It'll be on our website. We don't have a website. Yeah. No, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Thunder. I really
for
appreciate
sending
that.
in news stories. And I did get a lot of people send in.
And to be fair, I don't do a whole lot of stories that new people send in. I have to vet them, and if it was something that I would pick normally,
feel special.
Well, seriously, you should, because if it's something that I would normally pull out and go, "Oh, this one we could do something with," then I'll do it. But if
But
not,
if it sucks, then you just
not
throw
saying
it,
that it sucks, but
you just
sometimes
throw it
there's
aside.
I just can't find the humor in it.
Oh, that's the line.
Don't say it sucks. That's not what I mean. Sometimes it's a decent story,
It
but
just
there's just not enough,
Right.
or you know what I mean.
and sometimes it's an actual ass news story, and we try not to do those here.
That's exactly true.
Anyway,
I mean, we do actual ass news stories. I just
right, but
try to
not,
find the humorous ones.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
ones
that
we
was
can
good.
have a
That was
talk
good.
about.
Plus bonus, he's dead now.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got another voice message. Here's this guy.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
Here is Zanzia checking in, maybe.
Good evening, Sam
Yes,
and
yes.
Dave. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, indeedy. My week has been like one of those weeks where it's like you're just absolutely feeling like you're obsessed with somebody, and everything is just like focused and keen, razor edge on everything that's really sharp. And then for some reason it pricks you, and then you fall off your chair and hit the floor. And you said, "Man, was I sleeping the whole time?" And you wake up. That was pretty much about how my day was and my week's been. No, just
You're
been
sleeping all
focusing
day?
on a lot of stuff here, also around the house. But yeah, other than that, kicking ass, taking names. And how is everybody else doing?
His week was a bad dream, I guess.
Like Newhart?
I don't. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you're hitting the head with a golf ball. Here he is again. Maybe I don't know.
National Shakespeare Day. I didn't know that. Hark! Is this a dagger I see before me? No, you ass! It's your hand. Is this a dagger I see before me? Or are you just happy to see me?
I guess
I feel like it came from something, but we don't.
Shakespeare in the park.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, yes, hey, sweetheart, want to play kazoo? You guess
I'm
the
all for
kazoo
it.
song?
I'm all for
That'd
it.
be fun.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. We got to go soon. So let's get this. We don't really have to go soon. Hang on. We don't really. But I mean,
We're
today.
here for as long as it's fun.
All right. So I'm going to play a song and then you just tell me, I don't know who sings it. And I mean, I'll give you a couple of easy ones here. Actually, most of these are very easy. I already did Careless Whisper. Did you hear that one?
I heard
that
it.
one. Can I also tell you that's probably the worst one, by the way.
Okay.
The rest of them, some of them even incorporate a little drum beat and a little ukulele and some other stuff. This one's very easy. Here you go.
Oh, that's Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
You're so good at this.
That sounds like the Muppets are doing it. Oh, couldn't hit the high note.
I assure you the Muppets aren't doing this.
I know, it sounded like it though.
Honestly, it is a young lady. I would guess probably Alex's age.
Mm-hmm.
And she reminds me a lot of Alex.
Oh, that
'Cause
tracks.
she's doing
tracks.
silly things with the kazoo and dancing around. And anyway, okay, here's another one. You got that one. That was you're correct. It was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Here's this one. Nothing yet. Wait for the kazoo.
I'm waiting. Oh, sexy back.
Take it to the bridge. Anyway,
That's funny.
all right. So yeah, very good. That was Sexy Back. Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back, of course, performed by kazoo by the one lady that did that. Anyway, I don't know who she is. She's got this whole kazoo YouTube
That's pretty awesome. I think I need to find it now.
thing.
Did you subscribe on our channel?
I tried not to. I literally just took the 7 songs I wanted and went, yeah, we're good. Okay, here is this one. This one should be super easy. Here it is. Should already get it.
Africa Toto.
Of course it is. Actually, the background, this part,
Yeah, that's great.
that's actually kind of impressive.
It is.
Kazoo.
I kind of like that.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever done for this show.
I don't think it's the dumbest. That's pretty fucking dumb, though.
I wanted to play music that we wouldn't get dinged on. I don't want
Right?
to get canceled,
We
like
can do
Betty
kazoo
said.
music.
I'm sure. If we get canceled by kazoo music, I mean, anyway. All right, you're correct. That was Toto doing Africa. I wasn't Toto. It was playing kazoo.
Right. But you
Anyway,
said
that was yes, that was the song. Here is
sorry, Nick goes
one more.
kazoo music saved my life back in Nam.
Nick, it's so good to have you back.
It is.
Thank you. You missed last week, buddy.
Yeah.
He was
all right.
he was off on business somewhere, I think. All right, here is I don't know which one I'm going to do. This one, we'll do this one here. Anything yet?
I feel like I know it. Oh, baby, the fucking Roxbury song.
I can't even do it. It is.
Why can't I think? What is love?
It is. It is Hadaway's "What Is Love." That was
Okay.
very good. That
I was like,
very
wait,
good.
hold
I can't
on.
even do the head thing. I was trying to do that to give you a hint, and I can't.
No, I
can't do that.
didn't. I
look
I
stupid every time
knew
I do
what
it.
it was. It just took
They
me a
look
minute.
stupid when they do it, but I look really stupid trying to look stupid doing it. And I'm not very good at it. Okay, well, I'll save the last couple for a little bit later.
Okay, real quick,
And
I
you can hit another news story.
have planned on maybe I had planned on maybe doing this other drink that I have sitting here.
Yes.
I don't really want to do that. So
Okay.
I'd like to go get my rum real quick. If you
Okay.
can do something to just
Yeah.
kill just a couple seconds.
Oh well, guess what?
Huh.
May left another message. You got a minute and a half.
All right. Sweet.
Only 34 seconds. I'm just joking. Hold on. Here's May.
You know, Dave, I'm sitting here reading the translations of our conversations, me and Betty's, and they're more funnier than the way they're recorded. All right, that's just point one. Point two, you don't have to do anything about Earth Day.
You know why he doesn't have to do anything about Earth Day? Go ahead and say it because you're going to. Because the world revolves around Dave.
Not wrong.
Earth Day is Dave's secret birthday. Okay, I said it.
You know, you're such a
Bitch.
yeah. You're starting to turn into one.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
Betty, you're something else. That I will say. And then one more. Looks like Thunder checking back in. Here's Thunder.
By the way, Redneck wants to come by and say hello.
Oh, yay.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, I made it for Redneck?
Don't have
Just
enough
letting you know
personalities.
that the pigs had some piglets, and no, they're not my children. Thank God the DNA test came back says you're not the father. I appreciate Murray Porge coming out of retirement doing that for me. Now we're just worried about the billy goats coming around saying,
I heard it.
Redneck, come back. Shut up. I think I might be the daddy. I don't know. What's this? Keep our fingers crossed. Shut up. All right, Thunder, check it out. Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow.
Oh, Lordy.
Ka-chow.
I feel more and more every day. Okay, you know how well, obviously Betty and May are two people.
Yes.
And we know that.
Mhm.
Lisa Nielsen and Rocksteady are one person. Who else? We've got Zanzia and his fake voice, which we haven't heard for a while.
Right. Yeah.
Grand
Admiral Thrawn. Yes.
No.
The other one.
The other guy, that never checks in.
Oh, Cameron. Yeah.
Cameron went to boot camp or something, and it's honestly just obviously one of his voices that he does.
Right.
So, but I feel like Skinny went back to Kentucky and moved in with
Thunder.
with Thunder. It kind of feels like that when Redneck comes around.
I know.
Yeah. See. That's exactly that. Sweetheart.
Yes.
You got another news story?
I sure fucking do.
Because this show could use it right now.
Yeah. So this article was posted on the 21st, so Monday. So over the weekend, a lady named Julia.
Is she a lady?
I think so.
Okay. Would mom say she's a lady? She would.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So a woman and her boyfriend and their 4 kids.
Okay.
They had 4 kids between them. They went to a game, a Toronto Raptors game, as they were driving back, Julia's 5-year-old fell asleep in the far back row of their Uber. The reason they were in an Uber is because their car broke down, or there was a flat tire, and they just decided, "Fuck it, we've got all these kids. We're gonna Uber home. We'll deal with this tomorrow." So once they arrived, before getting out of the vehicle, they discussed aloud their plan for how to unload everyone. Julie would grab the garage door opener from the car, from her car that was there, so they could get them all inside.
Can I guess real quick that their plan didn't work and they left the kid in the back?
Well,
and the kid went home with the Uber driver.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. Tell the story.
So,
don't let me ruin it. What happened?
No, they start unloading the other 3 kids. Their car seats, winter coats from the Uber. Then Julie would then carry her. The plan was that she'd then carry her sleeping daughter out of the vehicle once the path to the back seat was clear.
Okay.
She turned away after they got all the other kids out, and there was no car to be found. She goes, I remember.
They got all the stuff out, and the Uber driver just left before she could get the rest of the stuff.
She goes,
kid.
Yeah, she said, I'm returning to the road, and I realized the car was gone. She remembered looking up and down the street, and she didn't see any moving vehicle at all. So that motherfucker was like out. All the other kids were in hysterics. Why did he leave with her? Where did he go? I'm trying to keep them together, meaning, for not freaking out. So they immediately contacted Uber. Uber said, call the cops. She's like, just fucking call the guy and have him come back. I don't care. Right. And so they refused to contact the driver. So she had to call the cops.
Doesn't she have the number of the Uber driver, though? I mean, can't you get directly in contact with him through your Uber app?
One would think, but maybe
the
once
lift, I know you can.
once the driver is gone
maybe you're correct.
and it's done, maybe
already
that
closed the
number
app.
doesn't go back to
I bet
that
you're
driver.
right. I bet you're right. Okay.
She said,
I don't know.
there's-
I don't take Uber enough.
she
We'll
said this
have
was
to ask Rose. I
oh,
bet
Jesus
Rose could
Christ,
tell us.
maybe. But she said that it was no time for bureaucratic red tape. It wasn't a purse or a phone left behind. It was a 5-year-old child on a winter night. She called 911. The police arrived in a few minutes. The officer then called Uber to get contact information for the driver. But the representative for Uber said refused to provide it, stating that the police needed to fill out a form. Needless to say,
The police need to. So we might get the kid back tomorrow after they talk to their supervisor.
right?
That's the most idiotic. Okay.
Right. So needless to say, the police were able to locate. Now, here's one thing. You would at least have the driver's plate number, right, from the app. One would think you could go back and find that. But the police were able to find the car without Uber's help. The driver was unaware the child was still in the vehicle. When the officers arrived, the child was found in good health. Paramedics were called as a precaution. They did say that the child was very upset, almost inconsolable, in hysterics was the actual quote. So they found the girl and the driver about 20 kilometers away from her boyfriend's house on the city's north end. The boyfriend later received a $10 credit from Uber, though, says, and this woman, Julia, thinks it was a massive slap in the face. And
$10 credit?
$10 credit.
Sweet.
You don't have to pay for half. That's not even a full ride.
Even.
Yeah, right. So Uber says, we recognize how distressing this situation was for the family involved, and we're thankful that the child was safely returned to their parent. We immediately began reviewing the details of this incident internally to identify opportunities to improve our processes and support systems.
Somebody should get and not necessarily the driver, but somebody should get in trouble for that.
Right. They should have been like, here it is. Here they are. Well, we're contacting them now.
It's not Wahid's fault. He just went and picked up his next. He just went and.
I'm sorry.
He just went and picked up his next people to take to the airport or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. You okay? You know, he probably drives a fucking Uber. All right.
I would assume so. Yeah.
It's not like I didn't. Okay. Exactly. Never mind. Sweetheart.
She did say that she is looking for both compensation for their emotional stress and for the ride sharing company to commit to changing its emergency response procedures so that others don't have to experience what she did if a minor is left in an Uber. She made it very clear they can offer her $1 million, but if there's no policy change, she won't be accepting it. She needs to see a policy change. Really, that's what she's after. No one should have to go through what they have gone through. That's insane.
Well, and
could you imagine your baby, and I say baby because it would be, they're even though it's 5, your baby's sleeping in the back and you're like, you're talking out loud. Hey, we got to do this. We've got 4 kids in the fucking car. We can't get all of them at once. Well, once we can get back there, I mean, I'm sure that you can kind of tune out their chatter, but you would think they would notice. I don't know. One would think.
Well, and the stress level. I mean, it's the whole situation had to be completely taxing. Just had to say it before Zanzia threw it in there. I know I threw an NG on it, and that's not really a taxi. Okay, here's Zanzia.
Okay,
Dave, I'm impressed. I didn't know you guys played the comb. I mean, I could see you and Anthony sitting there playing the comb in the corner. I believe it. What instrument do you play? I play the comb.
Tiffy said, I thought you had like 15 to 30 minutes to contact the driver after drop in the app. You might be able to.
And also, Zanzia, Anthony plays the pick. I play the comb.
Also, Nick said, what did she give the driver for a rating? That would have to probably be a 0.
Yep.
0 rating.
0. Exactly.
Take that tip
Wow.
back.
All right. Sweetheart, here's the last 3 little kazoo songs. You ready?
Okay.
All right. And then one more news story, and then we'll play Who's Coming With Me, and then let's go watch Survivor. Isn't that on?
Yeah.
Okay. Survivor's very good this year, guys.
It's really good this year. I'm quite enjoying it.
American Survivor. We don't know what happened in Australian Survivor. That isn't even a thing. It is, but
it is a thing.
All right. Here is another one. You should get this one. This one's pretty easy as well.
Oh, Pink. Fuck. Just give me a reason.
You're correct. It is the kazoo version of Pink and Nate Russ doing Just Give Me a Reason. And here's the hook. You hear it right here.
This is actually pretty talented.
Anyway,
Tiffy said,
yes.
she goes, LOL, I just checked. I can text my driver from a week ago.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know what was so hard about all of that then.
Just call the driver up. Tell him he'd get back here with my kid. All right, here's another one.
Oh, this is All-Star.
It is All-Star by Smash Mouth.
Yes.
And it's actually a really shitty kazoo version of All-Star, but
it is.
Okay, I'm an idiot. And one last one, just because. Here is.
Is this Gaga?
It is.
This one.
Yes, that would be A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga or something like that.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, that's all I have for that. Was my fun game for the week.
Nick said,
all I
Dave,
get.
you dance like a white Michael Jackson.
I
kind of.
But you're not wrong.
Never mind.
Yeah, here's I don't know why, but here is another message.
What it is that my relocation worker, Allie, called us on Monday and said she'd be by Tuesday. Tuesday, she brought us pictures of a house that she saw and literally May said, okay, tomorrow is intake day. If they like the way her room looks and they think that May is a perfect fit, she's sneaking me in again. Then we go ahead and we get to see the house next week. And if that all works out, then we're moving out to an 8-bedroom house in St. Paul, Minnesota that we wish Dave and Sam had sold and got a car. Don't we wish? I mean, we thought about you when we saw the price ticket on Zillow for $853,000. That would have been a nice take and break. Your cigarettes wouldn't cost you that much in Australia now, would they?
But next week we will know if we are moving out of here, and I don't know when I will be discharged from where I'm at. Okay, we're done.
That's exciting, though.
That is exciting. And that also brings up something very important. We are going to continue to do this show, but we also are getting back to, we've got a couple other things to do for the real estate license. This upcoming month, we might actually skip a couple of shows because of that.
Yes.
So we will do next week's show with Jace, and then we might take a couple weeks off. We'll let you know, but we will advertise the upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Just for you guys.
And also we might have some shows out at the campground too, like not on a Wednesday night. So, you know, be on the lookout for those special
just pay attention.
live shows. Things are coming up, folks. Things are coming up.
All right. One more from Zanzia. Then do you want another news story or you want to just jump in who's coming with me? What do you think?
I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll let you decide. And here's Zanzia.
That was really good. Dave Anthony plays the pick. I suppose, let me guess, he's playing the higher key. Oh, that was a good one. And yes, it made me think of Comb the Desert.
All right. Sweetheart, now what do you want to do?
Well, I don't care. I don't really have great news stories. So
Awesome.
let's do who's coming with me.
Well, here we go. We'll just use this one. The full one.
All right. Because we're doing that tonight.
Well, you know what? This might be the last time you hear this version of it. So, but I like this version.
Oh, well, you got to keep this
As
rabbit.
crew was sitting around trying to think of something new. Then IamDave jumped up and said, "Yeah, I know what we could do. I think we should make a show where we're laughing at shit we shouldn't be. So basically, I'm going to hell and asking, who's coming with me?" AC said, "That's a great idea. I'll start the show." Then he fired up his computer and he played a Tard video. SamIAm tried to hold her laugh and she took a little piss. Red Rose sat back in the corner and said, "You leave me out of this." Then Rocksteady said, "Yeah, y'all come on down to Perth, because I, for one, have 10 videos of Lisa giving birth. So everybody come along, you know it won't be hard, because we've got memes and bad videos of and retards. So come with me, Rocksteady."
That's probably all I'm gonna do to it.
Red
All
Rose.
right.
Then SamIAm will snort laugh out her nose. Ah. All right. You guys, let's play Who's Coming With Me.
Oh, yeah.
I
gotta do
really
this shit.
appreciate it. Yeah. We're going to drop down the comments now. And
I got to
play.
do work.
Also,
Not
Rob had sent me some on, if you guys send them over Facebook Messenger, for whatever reason, the ones you're sending aren't the ones I'm getting. And what I mean by that is you'll send it, and it happens to just go to Facebook Messenger and give me a new one. It doesn't necessarily send the one you're trying to send me. So I just wanted that. I know that May had sent one or two, and Rob had sent quite a few. I can get Rob's from him, and we'll do those. Those were for next week anyway. So
Yeah.
but anyway, we've got a few up here still from other people.
Yep.
I know Ray had sent some in, and so anyway.
Oh, that's not
See what we got.
want.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's even better.
I know. This is just the way it looks better on here, folks.
Like your hair.
Thank you. I did some new tonight.
You crimped it.
I did. I actually washed it, braided it.
Oh, all the stuff.
Blue dry it, braided it, took my flat iron on it to give it some heat so I could get these quickly rather than having to sleep in them. So,
all right.
And then, then I don't look so gross, to you. So anyway.
No, you look amazing all the time.
Thank you. I love you.
To scare the fuck out of my sister.
Smile. Wait, what is that?
Stop.
Fuck you.
Today we're gonna scare the fuck out of my sister.
She was pissed. I'd be mad. I'd be mad too.
Smile.
He pushes the.
Wait, what is that?
Stop.
I can be that. I can see being that bad. I would totally be like that.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty funny.
funny.
I like that one.
Sounds good. All right.
All right. What
Here
else?
we
you got?
go. As man kills time during stickers all over. Do I need the sound?
No.
Okay.
I wish that we would have had these made before we
Oh my
flew.
gosh, you would have not been so
These are
grumpy.
people at the airport going, "Oh, where do I plug my phone in? Right here." Oh, no, I don't. Who put that there? What a dick. I would have loved to have had that. I wouldn't have been grumpy at all. I would have put those everywhere.
You would have put them in the plane.
And then I'm going to make those.
Yeah, I know. It's
and
happening.
we're going to
It's gonna
next
be
time
a
we
thing.
travel, especially because that's where people use them all the time.
I
Anyway,
know.
that's really funny.
All right.
All right.
Oh my god.
Take it off of him.
Oh goodness gracious. I just don't know how that happened.
Okay, that was super gross. That was gross.
I just don't know how it happened. I don't know. I mean, it could happen. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. All right, so here we go.
I've seen that.
Holy fuck! That's like one of those whirlers.
That was a fire extinguisher.
I
I've seen
know.
that. I've seen that. Which is not necessarily who's coming with me, but
That's crazy though.
that is crazy,
Woo!
dude.
It had one job.
Yeah, And it wasn't to become one of Elon's rockets.
All right, here's this
All
one.
right. Dude. Do it. That is loud. Did it break?
I don't think so.
It broke him.
It felt like
that was loud.
Didn't that look like it was the place where Ferris Bueller's or Cameron's dad kept his fucking car in Ferris Bueller?
It kind of did. That I love
great.
it when people run into freaking
Glass like that. Me too.
It's just funny. I don't even care if it's babies.
I
Babies
know.
can walk into that. Puppies can. I mean, our dogs do it all the freaking time.
They
Not all the
do.
time, but it's when we clean the glass.
Well,
It doesn't matter who you are. If you run into a fucking screen door or a window, it's funny as shit.
one of the funniest times is I was working at Shoe Carnival. This was before I was a manager. And so I was closing with the floor soup, and this lady walked up, looked at peered at the if we were open. I think we had like 30 minutes left of the night, and then missed the fucking doors, and then walked into the fucking like pow. I fucking laughed so hard.
Nope,
I was like,
closed.
I'm not a manager, and I ran to the back of the store, and I fucking died laughing. They had to fill out a report. All the things.
I think it was before you, but Lou was here for something. And was out back on the porch, and I had come in and shut the glass, and it started raining, and she tried to run back in. And all I see is, and I still to this day, it is a print of and she just hit the glass, but she's still running. And I can still see her.
I wish I would have been there for that one. That's
it
pretty
was
great.
like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Those are fun.
All right,
They're
anyway.
so funny. All right, next
All right.
one.
And them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her. Jessica! Did you sleep with your goddamn teacher? What? Did you sleep with your teacher? Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson! No, I didn't! Yes, you did! No, I didn't! Jessica! You're a little slut. Oh, no, I'm telling you! I was failing chemistry! Jenny has...
Jesus fuck. I was failing chemistry.
That's the reason.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the reason to do it.
I guess.
That started at the beginning look fake, but that was a real ass slap.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a real ass slap.
Even if it was fake, it was hilarious.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Oh.
I've actually hurt my asshole. I've actually hurt my asshole.
I would think that she would have splinters all over her legs in her tooch. One would think.
She skidded all the way down. The whole way.
Yep.
She hurt her asshole.
That's funny.
It is. All right. Now what?
We got more. Here we go.
How we hit the target. His left eye shook to the right thing and turned itself in.
Okay, hold on. So what we're seeing here, folks,
I put this in. This is funny.
is somebody put to music all the funny comments that we typically read about these things. So here we go.
They just comments to music.
The safest place is right in front of him. When they shot around the corner, I hovering a sentence, cried all down his back. Watch a game of tennis without turning his head. Google Street View, I was at the same hospital with him in the ICU.
It's in the ICU.
Shots in the air. I see what you did there. And over there. One eye for aiming, the other for checking with speed. Doesn't have
That is so funny.
As you can see, they have a full ass YouTube channel on that. I did not subscribe to them yet. I actually
You
probably
should.
subscribe
That's
to
pretty
that one.
fucking great.
Yeah. they had quite a few. Many of the videos they've had, we've already had on How Was Your Day. We've even read a lot of the comments. It's nice when they put it to music.
Yes. Nick says, I heard Dave had straight A's in chemistry. He goes, A's, I meant.
I was failing chemistry.
Tiffy said, won't need a wax.
College, I need the money. What?
Tiffy said for the chick going,
Oh, yeah?
won't need a wax like ever again.
Right?
Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to the next one. And here we go. It says a Roomba that screams when it bumps into stuff.
Okay.
You know, Roomba cleans your house. Your household. However, you know, Roomba cleans your house. Your household.
I want that.
It says I totally do this to my friends without telling them.
I want that.
I kind of do too. My parents have one. We should see if we can program it.
Program it to scream and cuss every time it hits the wall.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great, wouldn't it?
Oh,
shite. Okay, here we go.
One of them coming up. I put one in of 2 Australian ladies, and I believe, if I'm not correct, it is the fake real Lisa and the real fake Lisa. I'm not sure if it's next, but I know it's soon. Okay.
You're pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Look at that. It
All
says
right.
Australian
I knew we were
identical
getting down
twins are
there. I
going
know about how
viral
many are in there.
for speaking in sync after witnessing an armed carjacking.
This is the real fake Lisa and the fake real Lisa. Here they are.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. 2 sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run! He's got a gun!" And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?" Because he had all blood all over his face, and he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help." And Mum distracting him to make him look the other way.
Are they conjoined? Fuck.
No, I think they're just.
I know it's a twin thing, I guess, but oh my gosh!
that
you know
actually-
what it reminded me of a little bit?
Go ahead. I'll tell you what it reminded me of. Go on.
It reminded me of that SNL sketch
Where
they
got
make up the songs, but they have, or they talk, at the same
and
time.
they have to try to say the same thing as the other one saying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Tiffy says, I've actually met them. They're exactly like that.
Really?
That's what she said.
Well, we met the fake real Lisa. We didn't meet the real fake Lee, or one of the two. That actually reminded me of Rocksteady trying to do the real Lisa's. Never mind. Go on. What else we got?
All right, next one.
I just knew we were getting down to the end. How many we got left roughly? I knew that I put that one in there, and I know we've got a couple of rays that haven't come up yet. So
we have 5.
Oh, okay. That's a few more than I thought. All right, let's do
There we go.
Oh, she missed her foot on the beat.
All right, go again.
Oh, ow. She missed her foot on the beat.
I mean,
and normally we try to keep other people's reaction ones out, but that
pretty
kind of
good.
added to the thing. That wasn't bad. Thank you.
Tiffy said that's right where she grew up. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That is cool. All right.
How odd is it that Tiffy is wherever she is now?
Yeah.
Grew up wherever she did.
Yeah.
Is listening to a show from 2 people in Nebraska,
right?
Showing a video of something from her hometown and people that she actually met or knows from there, all the way across the time zones. Anyway,
that's pretty crazy.
That's small world, I guess.
Pretty crazy.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
$100 thing.
Southern Queen.
Bruh.
Having substance means you actually got a personality on your ass. Like, I'm so used to this now that it just doesn't even faze me. $100 thing.
I want to go one more time just because.
Stop explaining that. Bruh. Having substance means you actually got a personality on your ass. Like, I'm so used to this now that it just doesn't even.
I was like, I'm just so used to this now, it doesn't even faze me.
The fact that he drops it from like 3 stories up, and
that's talent.
That's pretty good. And then while he's doing an interview with some news station,
he's like,
it's pretty funny.
I'm
Nick,
just used to it.
Nick, by the way, that's what I'm going to start doing to you. I'm going to buy some of those just so we can play Pin the Horn on Nick's head.
Tiffy says the world's getting smaller because I'm definitely not getting not any bigger. Right? All right, let's go for the next one. It's like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right, we got 2 more.
All righty.
No sabemos qué pasa.
Oh. That poor dog.
I am going to do that to Puppy next week.
You could.
If I can hold her down, I'm going to make her look like an old man, but at least she'll be able to see. That
I do need to get her in.
Hold on, Zanzia, hear me out for your next Halloween costume. Hear me out on this one. Okay.
It kind of looks like the wolf. You know, they have that syndrome where they get all hairy and they're in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, like, or Ripley's Believe It or Not. It kind of looks like that, only shaved there. Yeah. I don't know. That sounded better in my head.
Most stuff does. I get it. I totally get it. What is this one?
I don't fucking know.
All right, let's find out.
What the hell is this thing?
An owl, dude. Yeah, it's an owl.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Oh, it's an owl. Oh my god, he freaking got my.
Oh shit!
What the hell is this thing?
He freaking got his cat. Let it go again.
Oh, it's an owl. Oh my god, he freaking got my.
Aw.
Poor kitty.
I would love to say it, but I don't like cats, as we know. So there's only one cat I like, and it is you. Well, you guys know which one it is. It's this one.
Yes.
Other than that, I just don't like cats. So anyway, well, that was a good ending. Whoever sent that one in.
Yeah, that's a good
you.
one.
I appreciate that. All right, sweetheart. Anything else?
No.
We're kind of a little early tonight, but I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it too.
Yeah, next week, guys, we will be back. Hopefully, Jace will be on the show with us. He's still planning it. So, unless some weird thing happens between now and then, we'll have Jace on the show to join us and talk about the things that he's doing.
Yes, he's got some fundraising things.
Apprehensively excited. I think you know what, we've talked about Jace on the show all the time. I'm excited to introduce him to people.
He's one of my favorite people in the whole world.
Let everyone else see. So stop in and be prepared. Ask him some questions or whatever. We're gonna give him a couple drinks. We're gonna have him do a couple shots with us and see what happens. I'm sure his parents will appreciate that. So
they said he could spend the night if we don't want to drive him home too.
Yeah. He might. Jace, there's a room right there, dude.
Right.
Anyway. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for popping in. How was your day? This and every week.
Yes, we do really appreciate it. Thank you for
the reason I keep doing the show.
Yes, engaging and leaving messages, both written and verbal, and it's been fun. So
it has.
Yeah.
Not really though. Guys. All right, we are going to leave again. We do very much appreciate you. We are getting back into a normal routine this week.
Yeah.
Next week, it'll be fun. stop in next week, and then after that, we'll play it by ear as far as what we do. But we will let you know this time instead of just not advertising. I just want to see who would show up.
I mean,
if
we
didn't
had
advertise.
a decent
And
showing.
lots of people were in here. So, all right, guys. Thanks for coming to How Was Your Day? We will be back next week, and then we'll see what happens from there. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Who loves you?
We do.
See ya.